Let's get right into it. Number 10. Rogue planets. Picture this. You're floating peacefully in space, admiring the stars, and suddenly, bam, here comes a giant homeless planet barreling past you like it just got evicted from its solar system. These are called rogue planets, and they are basically space orphans, massive worlds wandering around the galaxy with no parent star, no orbit, no rules. Just pure cosmic chaos. Normally, planets behave like good little ducks, staying in line behind their star. But sometimes gravity gets messy. A star system throws a planet out like an unwanted roommate, and now it's drifting alone in the cold void at thousands of miles per second. And there are billions of these rogue planets. Yes, billions. Floating around like giant bowling balls waiting for the chance to crash into something, maybe even us. What makes them terrifying isn't just the size. It's the invisibility. Rogue planets don't shine. They're basically giant interstellar ninjas, completely dark, hard to spot, and moving unpredictably. Astronomers can only detect them when they accidentally drift in front of a star, briefly bending its light. Imagine something the size of Jupiter sneaking up on you, and the only warning sign is, hey, that star twinkled weirdly for like 3 seconds. So yeah, space is basically littered with invisible death marbles. And the kicker? One could be heading toward us right now and we'd have no clue. Sweet dreams. Number 9. Gamma ray bursts. Imagine nature just pressing its self-destruct button. That's what gamma ray bursts are. These are the most powerful explosions in the universe, like space nukes on steroids. A single burst can release more energy in 10 seconds than our sun will produce in its entire lifetime. And, fun fact, if one went off close enough to Earth, it would delete our atmosphere faster than you can say, "Where's the sunscreen?" The causes vary. Sometimes it's a massive star collapsing into a black hole. Other times it's 2 neutron stars slamming into each other like cosmic sumo wrestlers. Either way, the result is a beam of radiation so intense it can sterilize entire star systems. And by sterilize, I mean kill literally everything. Thankfully, gamma ray bursts are rare and usually far, far away. But here's the fun part, they're directional. They shoot out in narrow beams, like galactic sniper rifles. So even if one happens in our galaxy, Earth would only be at risk if we're unlucky enough to be standing in the line of fire. Which, knowing our luck as a species, is absolutely something that could happen. Basically, the universe has death lasers. And we're just hoping they don't point at us. Number 8. Black holes. You already knew black holes would be on this list. They're like the celebrities of cosmic horror. Famous, mysterious, and absolutely lethal. A black hole is what happens when a star collapses so hard it punches a hole in spacetime. The gravity is so intense that not even light can escape. Now you might think, cool, just don't get too close. But too close is relative. If Earth wandered anywhere near a black hole, the gravitational forces would rip us apart like we were made of wet tissue paper. And if you, personally, got a little curious and went for a spacewalk near one, your body would stretch into spaghetti. Literally. Scientists call it spaghettification. Which sounds delicious, but in reality, it's just you being pulled into a string of atoms. Oh, and black holes aren't just stationary death traps. They can move. Some roam through the galaxy, swallowing stars and gas clouds like Pac-Man. There could be one drifting invisibly right now, silently making its way toward us. Astronomers wouldn't know until things started getting weird. So yeah, black holes are basically cosmic garbage disposals, but with the added feature of erasing the laws of physics as we know them. Honestly, if the universe had a horror movie villain, this would be it. Number 7. Dark matter. Okay, so here's a fun little secret the universe has been keeping. Most of it is made out of something we can't even see. Dark matter makes up about 85% of all matter in the universe. And what do we know about it? Practically nothing. It doesn't glow, it doesn't reflect, it doesn't interact with light at all. It's basically the ghost of the cosmos, completely invisible but undeniably there. Scientists only discovered it because galaxies were spinning way too fast. Based on the amount of visible stuff, stars should have been flying apart like glitter at a craft store. But they didn't. Something unseen was holding them together. Enter dark matter. Here's where it gets creepy. If dark matter is everywhere, that means it's passing through you right now. Billions of invisible particles sliding through your body, through your walls, through everything, every second. You'll never feel it, but it's there, like the world's worst uninvited guest. And the best part? We have no idea what it actually is. Could be weird particles, could be primordial black holes, could be the universe pranking us with physics. Until we figure it out, we're basically living inside an invisible ocean of mystery goo that keeps galaxies from flying apart. Comforting, right? Number 6. Supernovae. You know how fireworks are fun until someone lights the wrong fuse? Well, stars can do that too. When a massive star runs out of fuel, it collapses and explodes in a supernova, a cosmic detonation so powerful it can outshine an entire galaxy for weeks. If one happened close enough to Earth, the radiation would fry our ozone layer like it was nothing. Goodbye atmosphere, goodbye protection from UV rays, hello planet-wide sunburn. And if that wasn't enough, the shockwave would blast cosmic debris across light years. Basically, a supernova is the universe's way of saying, surprise demolition party. The weird twist is, supernovae are also the reason you exist. All the heavy elements in your body, like iron in your blood and calcium in your bones, were cooked up inside exploding stars billions of years ago. So yeah, every time you complain about being tired, just remember you're literally made out of star shrapnel. The terrifying part? Astronomers are eyeing a star called Betelgeuse, yes, like the movie, that could blow up any time in the next 100,000 years. Which sounds far away, until you realize in cosmic time, that's basically tomorrow. When it does, the night sky will look like someone left a spotlight on. Supernovae, part death laser, part cosmic recycling program. Number 5. Neutron Stars. If you thought black holes were the ultimate nightmare, let me introduce you to their angry little cousins, neutron stars. When a massive star explodes but doesn't quite make it to black hole status, you get this dense, terrifying husk. Imagine something heavier than the sun, squished into a ball only about 12 miles wide. That's a neutron star. Now here's the fun math. A single teaspoon of neutron star material would weigh about 1 billion tons. Drop that on Earth, and congratulations, you just invented a new crater. These stars also spin ridiculously fast, sometimes hundreds of times per second, shooting out beams of radiation like cosmic lighthouses. Astronomers call them pulsars, which sounds cute until you realize they're basically death strobe lights. And if two neutron stars crash into each other? Forget it. The explosion is so powerful it creates gold, platinum, and other heavy elements. That wedding ring on your finger? Probably born from a neutron star smash-up billions of years ago. So yeah, romance is dead, but also technically forged in stellar carnage. Bottom line, neutron stars are like space's way of saying, what if a city-sized rock could also be a death ray? Number 4. The heat death of the universe. You've had bad days. Maybe you spilled coffee on yourself, maybe your phone died at 3%. But the universe? The universe is planning the ultimate bad day, the heat death. This is the long, depressing scenario where, after trillions upon trillions of years, every star burns out, every black hole evaporates, and all usable energy is spread out so thin that literally nothing interesting can ever happen again. No stars, no light, no warmth, just endless, frozen darkness filled with dead particles slowly drifting apart. It's like the universe's final act is to become one big, cold waiting room with no magazines. Here's the kicker. It's inevitable, at least according to current physics. The second law of thermodynamics says everything trends toward maximum entropy, meaning disorder. Over unimaginable timescales, the universe basically becomes a cosmic retirement home where nothing works, nothing changes, and everyone's just waiting for the lights to go out. It's not even a dramatic ending. No big explosion, no collapse, just an eternal fade out into silence. Which is honestly way scarier. Because there's no villain to fight, no fix, To try, no plucky group of astronauts saving the day. Just the slow, inevitable realization that the universe doesn't care, and eventually, neither will anything else. So yeah, if you ever need perspective on your daily problems, remember, eventually even the universe itself will die of boredom. Number 3. Alien silence. You ever walk into a crowded room and suddenly realize it's way too quiet? That's the vibe of the Fermi paradox. Statistically speaking, the universe should be crawling with life. Billions of galaxies, trillions of stars, and even more planets. The math says aliens should be everywhere. And yet, nothing. No signals, no spaceships, no little green dudes. Just silence. There are 2 ways this goes. Option 1, we really are alone. Which is kind of sad because it means all that vast cosmic real estate is just empty. Option 2, we're not alone, but something is keeping everyone else very, very quiet. Maybe advanced civilizations destroy themselves before they can spread. Maybe something out there wants silence and makes sure of it. Think about it. When you shout into the void and it doesn't answer back, is it because no one's there? Or because something's listening and doesn't want to be found? Suddenly sending out hello signals into space feels less like curiosity and more like ringing the dinner bell. The scariest part? We might be living in a kind of cosmic zoo, quarantined from the rest of the galaxy, being observed like ants in a jar. And if that's true, let's hope our zookeepers don't get bored. Number 2. Vacuum decay. Alright, this one is straight up nightmare fuel. Imagine the universe is a house. Everything seems solid and safe, right? But what if the foundation is rotten? That's vacuum decay. The idea that the universe is only in a false vacuum state, which means it's not as stable as it looks. At any random moment, a tiny bubble of true vacuum could appear. And this bubble would expand at the speed of light, erasing reality as it goes. No warning, no pain, no chance to stop it, just instant nothingness. One moment you're watching Netflix, the next moment the concept of you doesn't exist anymore. The terrifying part is that scientists can't rule it out. It could happen in 1 trillion years. Or it could happen tomorrow. It's like living in a house where the floor might suddenly vanish beneath you, and the only reassurance is, well, it hasn't happened yet. But hey, if vacuum decay does wipe us out, at least you'll never know. Talk about the ultimate jump scare. Number 1. The Big Rip. You've probably heard of the Big Bang, the loud, fiery opening act of the universe. But have you heard of its weird, terrifying cousin, the Big Rip? This is one of the most unsettling ways the universe could end. Instead of fizzling out quietly, it just tears itself apart. Here's how it works. Right now, the universe is expanding, and that expansion is speeding up thanks to something called dark energy. Think of it like the universe stretching a balloon, only the balloon is infinite and the stretching never stops. If dark energy keeps getting stronger, eventually gravity won't be able to hold galaxies together. Then stars rip away from galaxies. Planets rip away from stars. At some point, even atoms themselves get torn apart. So yeah, one day if the Big Rip happens, you won't just die. Your protons will die. Everything will literally unravel until there's nothing left but a shredded mess of particles racing into the void. What's extra creepy? We have no idea if this will happen. Dark energy is one of the biggest mysteries in physics. It could stabilize, or it could crank itself up to 11 and annihilate everything. Basically, the universe might one day shred itself like a paper receipt, and there's absolutely nothing we can do about it. It's the ultimate cosmic betrayal. The same force that's making the universe grow could also be the thing that kills it. And all we can do is watch and wait. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.